decided to hang up the cleats and just pursue my career.
Okay, what are you going into then?
I just accepted a job with a company called Cunningham & Butler. It's an insurance brokerage. They're based out of Dubuque, Iowa, but they have a Madison office.
So you're staying here in Madison?
Yep. I've actually been out in Cambridge, Wisconsin here for the last couple months. I didn't want to sign a lease in case I decided to sign with the team or not. But I actually moved back to Madison on Friday.
So were you surprised at all when you heard the news about Chris Borland retiring from the NFL so soon and the reasons he decided to retire?
It kind of took me by shock just because I know the kind of guy Chris is. He's a competitor. He loves the sport. He loves to play. I don't blame him at all for the reasons why he did retire. It's obviously on a lot of guys' minds as a physical sport. Did catch me by surprise, but I've talked to Chris, and obviously everyone respects his decision, and he can go into almost anything he wants. He's a really smart guy. He's hardworking. So I wish him the best with it.
How neat is it for you to see Paul Chryst coming back here?
I was thrilled with it. Right when Coach Anderson left, his name was the first name that came into my mind. I was on social media trying to advocate to get him back here. I knew Coach Alvarez was obviously going to be considering him. He's one of the best coaches I've ever played for in my life. Just a genius. Coach Rudolph, Coach Mickey Turner. Mickey was a mentor for me. He brought back another great staff with him, guys who are passionate about Wisconsin. They're great. They know the sport of football. They care about the guys. Just overall, it's one of the best staffs I could ever see him put together.
So do you think Barry's on Twitter?
I don't think Barry's on Twitter. There's probably one of those Fox Twitter accounts with him. I wouldn't doubt that. But
you see, I think the one question people have is about Paul being a head coach back when he was a coordinator. Do you see him as a head coach? Is there any reason why he wouldn't be a terrific head coach?
No, I see no reason why he wouldn't. I mean, back when he was playing, a lot of people said, oh, well, he's happy in his offensive coordinator position. But he's a coach that demands respect. He respects his players. He's everything you want in a coach. He comes in with a plan. He puts together great game plans. The offensive scheme is always good. He demands hard work from his guys. He doesn't let anyone get off easy. I see him being a great head coach.
How important was the tight end position to him when you were here?
Very important. Some of my best years was with Coach Chryst. He did a good job of finding plays that were going to be successful no matter who it was. He didn't try to tailor his players to his offense. He made his offense work for the players. So that's one of the biggest things you can do. He finds open areas in defenses. We'd have meetings and he'd find a hole and he'd just make a play to work to beat that defense specifically. He knew when to call him. He knew how to set up plays. He helped the tight end a lot. He knew that the tight ends were a focal point in the blocking game. If you watch any film, a lot of times you'll see a tight end as one of the focal points is where they're running behind. The running back's looking for that tight end to make a cut. I think he respects the position. He coached it in his early years. So I'm happy to see him back.
Were you surprised Chris returned the signing bonus after he retired?
No, that's just the kind of guy he is. He's not a guy who's going to take something he feels he didn't earn. I think he earned it. He played more than better for him. He beat a lot of doubters when he went there. But I'm not surprised at all. It's just his character. Everyone.